Hey guys, I'm kind of having a little bit of difficulty this evening getting this video right. I've botched it a couple of times. Uh, some of it I think is due to the dog and the cat are just acting a little out of sorts this evening. I don't know what's up, if the weather is just kind of getting to their head, the changing from the hot to the cold, or if it's the alignment of the planets, or what. Maybe y'all can give me some insight in the comments. Definitely appreciate anyone who would care to subscribe, like, or comment on the videos being put out on this channel. It's greatly appreciated. Any feedback and all your honesty, definitely, whether positive, whether negative, whatever. Your honesty is most definitely appreciated and encouraged. Going to cover a couple of things this evening really quick. One is a book I've been reading. On this book for about 2 years. It's definitely a great book, and it talks about Charles Manson, the 60s, the CIA, and a lot of the things that were going on in San Francisco, in the California area during that time, surrounding Charles Manson and his quote-unquote family, and the murders that took place there in the late summer of 1969, which kind of set the 70s, I guess, in motion, and just set the tone for the coming decade, and it greatly shocked the nation at the time. There was so much publicity that surrounded it, and there are reasons for that, and theories about that are given in this book. The book itself is called Chaos: Charles Manson, the CIA, and the Secret History of the 60s. It's by a guy named Tom O'Neill. There's also a guy named Dan Pippenbring that helped Tom write this book. It took Tom 20 years to write this book. He started writing it in 1999, started out as just a small article for a magazine, and the more research he did, and the deeper he started to dig into these murders, into Charles Manson and his family, and all the events surrounding these murders, the deeper he got, the more he realized that this was going to be much, much more than just a simple article for a magazine. He was about to cover some entirely new ground that had never been covered surrounding the Manson murders, including the involvement of the CIA and other agencies, the Los Angeles Police Department, LA County Sheriff, and so many different individuals and agencies involved in all the things that happened in the course of events surrounding these murders, and the aftermath, and even the buildup to these very, very heinous crimes that shocked a lot of people, most people in America at that time. Certainly set the tone for that next decade, the 1970s. Guys, I encourage you very much, if you can get a hold of this book online, get the audio book, however you want to do that. Go to Amazon, go to Barnes & Noble if you have one in your town, Books A Million, Second and Charles, all the major bookstores. I'm sure that you can get a hold of a copy of this book, and I'm sure if you're a fan of the history of the 1960s, American history, recent American history, and if you're a fan of conspiracy theories, conspiracy facts, and conspiracies in general, you're very much going to enjoy this book. I guarantee it. Another thing I want to talk to you about is World War II in Color. Okay, the Netflix series. There's 3 different, I believe, documentaries in the World War II in Color series. I just finished up From the Front Lines, which I think is the most recent one that they did maybe last year. It's very, very good. It's phenomenal. The footage is just amazing. How it's been remastered and everything's been put into color, and the sound quality is amazing. The accounts given from soldiers who are on both sides of the war, um, from the Americans to the Russians to the Germans to the Japanese, it's definitely a worthy uh, piece of media to watch and to get lost in if you're a fan of history, a fan of World War II, and a fan of documentaries. It's definitely one that you're going to enjoy. So I encourage you, if you have Netflix, give those World War II in color documentaries a try, and I guarantee you're going to enjoy them. And in the realm of fiction, but also touching on World War II as well, a movie that I just recently rewatched, Sisu, Sisu. It's a Finnish word. It's a white-knuckled determination and a unwillingness to surrender or to quit. It's not really something that can be put just simply into words. It's a phrase that Finland has adopted, and it's their take on that unwillingness, that almost is that unwillingness to surrender, that determination that is almost supernatural to a point when you have it in your mind that you're going to accomplish something. And this film is great. It's action packed. It's full of a lot of gratuitous violence. So not one probably for the kids, but you make that discretion as a parent and as an adult. And but definitely check this one out if you're a fan of films like Inglourious Bastards. You're definitely going to love this movie. It kind of reminds you of a Tarantino film, although it's not. It's made, I believe, by a young man from either Finland or Sweden. I can't remember the name of the director right now, but it's on just about every streaming service where you can purchase films, like Vudu, or I believe maybe Amazon Prime even. Definitely a great movie. Sisu, Sisu. Check it out. It's amazing. It's like John Wick set in World War II. About the best way I can describe it. Sprinkled in with some Rambo. Definitely homage, however you want to say it, to 1980s action cinema, and definitely in the same vein as Rambo. So check that out. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. Guys, like I said, just sitting out here enjoying nature, just kind of reflecting on life, relaxing. I've had a real good evening. Enjoyed time with the family. My wife is an amazing cook. She fixed an awesome dinner, and it was just amazing. My daughter had a doctor's appointment today. That went well, although she had to have shots. She's about 7 months old now, and so she's more than likely in the house about to go to bed early. So my wife had her kind of rocking her in her arms when I came out here. So I'm gonna say one or both of them is probably asleep right now, which is great. They both deserve to rest. So I hope that they're able to do that this evening. I'm going to maybe play a song here. I'm probably going to end this video and go ahead and set my guitar up and just post a separate video with whatever song that I choose to post up on YouTube. But if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and Leave your comments. I welcome all your comments, whether positive or negative. Always be honest and always be transparent, which is not what I have always been in my life, but what I am trying desperately to be in my life as each day passes. So, friends, have a good evening. God bless you. Check out the content that I mentioned. It's definitely worth the read, worth the watch, and I am sure you will thoroughly enjoy it. Bye, friends.